contract good, but it's not. Fake sellers' signatures, I'm gonna say that.
There we are.
There he is.
There we go. What's going on? What's going on, squad? How are y'all doing today?
All right.
Great.
Good. Everybody else is piling in here. Am I the host now? I hope that's not responsibility. Please don't give me that. Good morning. I love the warm up to this, talking about fraud and all that stuff that's happening right now. Okay, let's talk about some things that we can control, and let's get in the driver's seat for a second. Real quick, guys, my name is Marcus Heflin. I am 16 years in the game of real estate. Been a Bold coach for about 7 years now. I've actually come down there and done Bold a few times with you guys and in the surrounding Atlanta area. It's like home away from home for me. So really excited to be coming back and hanging out with you in October. I thought I might bring some just real clarity around what Bold is coming up, because you guys are actually going to be able to see brand new material. And when I say brand new material, Gary Keller, Cody Gibson, Jason Abrams, and Jeannie Osnes are all in a room in Austin, Texas right now. And they are asking a simple question. If Bold was not a thing and our agents needed a 6-week sales training program at the highest level, what would we create? So in the past, just for clarity, they would look at the Bold program with the PowerPoints, with the stories, with the dialogues, everything that we offer. And at that point, we're averaging 10 to 11 contracts per graduating agent that goes through. That was the past. Now they've said, you know what, we're not going to look at anything. And what we're going to do is write a brand new program. So Gary Keller is literally authoring this entire 6-week program that we're going to be able to offer in October for you guys. Gary's never had his authorship on anything in Bold. This came from Diana Kokoska and her journals and her amazing career that she put together. What I asked Gary and what he gave to us as Bold coaches was pretty much the combination of all of these books combined and leading into the Bold room and the Bold arena. More so than that, an emphasis on social media, how to impart more mind share and take up more market share with your database. And it's just going to give us an overall refresh of everything that can help us dominate this market as opposed to a speed-based market that we just came out of. So when it comes to this round of Bold, you're going to get an exclusive look at something that nobody's ever seen before. And we're actually going to go down on the 23rd of September and spend an entire day with Gary. So I'm pumped about that. And we're going to come back with a ton of notes for you guys on what it looks like. And yet it was really amazing that Gary Keller, I don't know who went to Mega Camp. And yet when he was up there and he's talking about Bold, and then he comes back to KWRI and they go, why aren't we talking about Bold every single week on the growth call? This is our most important thing right now. When our guy, we follow the mustache, right? And as long as our guy is focused on one singular thing, it's game over for us. And y'all have seen that countless times. Right now it's Bold, and you guys get that first look, that sneak peek at what this upcoming program is. Now, for any of my Bold graduates, I can't see the room, and yet let me give me a hoo-hoo or give me a little shout out or something. There we go. Right, we'll work on the chant. All right, we'll do better in the room. And yet, who's taken Bold before? Can I get a raise of hands? Oh, there we go. We're doing lovely. I like this. And if you're on the Zoom thing and you want to raise your hand, I got one person on here. I appreciate you, Karen. Is it Karen Sharpless? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I like it. Her game's sharp, though. Last name Sharpless. Her game is sharp. Yep. Hey, here's the thing, guys. I'm excited as a Bold coach. I've been teaching Bold for 7, going on 8 years now. And to be able to bring an absolutely fresh product to you guys, the energy is going to be unbelievable. The accountability is going to be there. And then it's going to be there in a way where it'll still be fun. Like I sometimes I hear accountability and I think micromanagement. I'm like, I'm not in corporate America. I want my freedom. And yet you're going to author your goals. And we are going to talk about the shortest distance to get there. Let me have a little fun with one person. If y'all could turn me back to where I could see the room. Oh, I love it. Now, do I ask for a volunteer or do I do a volunteer? Let me do a volunteer first. Who can raise their hand for me in the room, and talk to me for just a second? Going once, going twice. Got a lot of shoulder injuries in the room. I see. Okay. All right. I believe I've got one in the second row. What's your name?
Eric.
Eric, what's going on, my man?
Hey, buddy.
Eric, quick question for you. Give me a place that we could drive to from your current location that you haven't been to yet and don't know quite exactly how to get there, like a vacation spot or a national park, something like that. Where you want to go?
Well, the first thought was Lake Arrowhead because I think about it for buyers to go.
I like how focused you are right now. But let's get a little selfish. If we were going for a vacay, where are we going?
Huh?
He's driving.
Oh, well, Grand Canyon. Well, if I need to drive to it, no, I need to go to.
Train the new ones.
We're going. Hey, man, Eric. We're going to go with Grand Canyon if that works for you. Okay.
I'll take a drive there.
Okay. Let's take ourselves a little drive there. Now, I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all,
I can
but
work on the road.
there we go. Eric, do you have an iPhone or an Android?
iPhone.
Oh, my man. Now we're friends. Okay, here we go. For everybody that has an Android, pay attention. Our phones do something really cool. Eric, if we were to jump in your car right here, right now, and say, all right, we're going to the Grand Canyon. The thing's packed. We got our sneaky snacks. We're ready for a road trip. All right. What's the first thing that you do?
Yeah, I need to know how to get there. So definitely GPS.
All right, so here's the GPS. When you plug in Grand Canyon, what's the GPS system actually do? What's the app do?
Yeah, it determines the mileage and
Perfect.
the route.
Oh, the route. Okay, so it drops a pin where we are going, Grand Canyon, and it also drops a pin where
Where we started.
where we are. Okay, cool. So now, if you're anything like me, Eric, when you get the routes, does your phone usually give you 3?
Yes.
It's the shortest one. That one that maybe it makes sense at certain times of days, and then there's that one that's just like looping through all kinds of towns, and you're like, why would I ever do that? Which one do you choose?
I usually the fastest.
Usually the fastest. Why would you choose the fastest?
Well, if I have more time and I'm on a leisurely visit, I might go the scenic route, which
Yeah.
Longer.
Take the scenic route, maybe see the largest ball of yarn in the world or whatever on the way, like random spots.
or the state park or something.
There we go. Yeah, you're much cooler than me. I'm just here making jokes. And we taking the shortest route, and let's be honest, Eric, the entire time we take that shortest route, if it says arrival at 2:39, you're gonna walk in at 2:35 and be like, yeah, got it. Got beat that GPS, right? It's like this goal to get there as fast as we can. Well, what's the difference between that funny goal and that example versus you and your business? You've got opportunities out there. And sometimes we got so many opportunities, we feel like a squirrel, right? Like, oh, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do this. And then we go through and we're doing 18 different things, maybe not as best as we possibly can. Well, Bold is going to give you the shortest route possible to get to the goals that you say are important for your life. We're going to siphon through all the noise, all the distractions, all the mindset clutter that may be between you and the work that's going to lead you to that life by design that you've got in your head. So I'm going to invite you guys. Come join us for Bold. See this brand new Gary Keller authored material. Come hang out in a room where it's going to be people of like-minded, that when it comes to growth, when it comes to development, when it comes to collaboration on doing the best things. And better than anything, yeah, we're going to sell some houses and we're going to do a lot of that. And it's who you become along the way, because our business grows to the extent that we do. And I would be honored to help you grow this October over this 6-week course. Hey, here's the other cool thing. With the 6-week schedule versus a 7 or 8 week, we actually graduate the week before Thanksgiving. So you're going to coast in, you're going to have some sales stacked right into Turkey Day. All right, if you celebrate it. And yet it's going to be an amazing time. Now, with the new material coming, are there any questions, any concerns, anything that you guys are curious about knowing that I could potentially help with?
What's the time frame?
Great question. Time frame. We are going to start at 9 on first step and go to 2 o'clock. A little bit of a shorter day. Every other day is going to be 9 to 3:30. And instead of somebody give me the Kool-Aid answer. When should we be doing lead gen?
In the morning to 11.
All
always.
There we go. I don't know who said it. Well done. There it is. Always. Do not sleep. I just make them calls. No, for 2 hours, typically every single morning, right? 9 to 11, something of that range. Well, we're going to show you how to do sprint lead generation segments. So you're going to have 2, if not 3 lead generation segments every single day. And they're going to be sprints of about 15 minutes. Some of them are 10 minutes. And it's going to pour into you on how to do it very effectively via text, social media, and calling. Not only calls for your database, we'll venture into some other arenas that may be of interest to you. FISBOs, expireds, circle prospecting, how to work a reverse bold 100, all these different things we apply and then practice right there in the room in segments, right? Because if I tell you, hey, let's sit down and lead gen for 2 hours, how jacked up do you get? Right? I can feel the energy, right? I can't wait. And then if I said, hey, what if we run this play for 15 minutes? Let's get 2, 3, 4 different people in contact with us. Let's go. You can run that. And then you can start to gain some momentum when you see what works and when you see the cadence of your dialogue. That's when we really kick it up a notch. And that's what we're bringing to Bold this round.
Great.
Any other?
This might be more for Kimberly, just because I don't know if you're aware of the schedule, but I'm new. I'm taking my Ignite course in October. Are they going to conflict? Am I going to be able to do both?
I'll have to look at that.
Okay.
Yeah. And I believe you guys can double check me. I believe we're on Mondays. That's our day of the week. And our launch day is the 14th of October. In this round of Bold with you guys, we're going from week 1 to week 2. For all my Bold graduates before, y'all are typical for week 1, then a break, and then week 2. We're stepping right into it. Time to get to work.
Any other questions?
What was that, you had a stack of books, what was the first one? I know the others.
Yeah, exactly what to say.
I got it. Yeah,
I was about to say, if you know the others, you know that one. Yeah, you got that one down. Now it's been amazing with Phil coming into our ecosystem a little bit more in the KW world and really gravitating to Jason and Gary well. He's obviously speaking at every event. We get the opportunity to take some of this dialogue that, I mean, is wildly proven and implement that into what we train and teach. So me personally, I'm a huge fan of Phil Jones, and it's helped my career. So I'm excited to continue that practice. Sweet. Well, guys, any other questions? I love it. I appreciate y'all's time today. And I trust that we're going to have one of the best Bolds that we've ever had. As I get material and as I get some insight, I'm going to share it with you and your leadership. And very honored to be your coach. So you guys have a good time, and I'll see you in October.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
What was that date for the festival?
14th, October 14th.
And first step is free.
Yes,
So is it starting on 14th or it is first step? on
First
14th?
step.
First step is on 14.
well, it actually kind of does, because you're gonna get some strategies to walk away with, to put into action right away.
So I wanted to share with you guys my boat experience. I started with KW. I got my license in October of 2013.
Were you 18 yet?
That's cute. That year I was also rear-ended by a semi and had difficulty standing. So getting into a business, a field where you have to walk for a living was challenging. My first year, I brought this up. This was, and I'll pass it around. This was my first year income. I was telling people that I made $12,000 that year. It's not true. I made $9,600. I made $9,600 before I came to this office. And coincidentally enough, when I printed that, Author Ring was in the break room. And when it came out, I turned it over because I didn't want her to see it because I was ashamed. And when I came to this office, Bold was coming. I came in September, Bold was coming in October. And someone asked me if I would take it, and I said I couldn't afford to take it. Oh, by the way, with that $9,600, my wages were garnished because Discover sued me because I owed them $2,600. So in addition to making 96, I had to pay $2,600 for garnished wages. I was married, did not want to be married, didn't know how to get out because I only made $10,000 that year. When I took Vogue, someone in the office asked if I can take it, said I couldn't afford to, and she said, is that the only reason why you won't do it? And I said, yeah, if I could afford to do it, I would do it. And she says, she took out her credit card, and she said, take it. And I want you to go out and I want you to succeed. And I took that to heart. Because in my previous broker, I said the same thing, and I said, oh, that's too bad. The broker, the team leader said that's too bad. So I took Vogue, and Vogue got me out of victim mentality. I was mad at the world because I had an MBA and I couldn't get a job. I was mad at the world because I couldn't walk. I was mad at the world because I was in a marriage that I couldn't get out of. And Vogue helped me to see that I can take control of that. And I can change all of that. And for 2 years, I thought about divorce. Because one of the ladies in Vogue said she got out of a long-term relationship. And on the other side of it, she was better. And that gave me hope. And I went out and I started door knocking because I couldn't afford to do anything else. And 2015, I went from that 9,614 to 86,000 because of the efforts, the mindset shift that Vogue gave me. And every time that I would go out door knocking, I would say, I'm the captain of my ship, and it only goes well. And so it was 33 degrees out, whether it was 98 degrees out, I was out knocking on somebody's door looking for business. And I credit all of that to being able to get that aha, that mind shift, that bad things happen to all of us. And they're out of our control, and sometimes it sucks and we are in a funk for a while, and we will get out of that funk when we decide we're ready to get out of it. And they say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. I was ready, I was desperate, and I took Vogue. That agent invested in me and I wanted to do her proud, and I wanted to do myself proud by making stuff, because I knew I was better than that. I was better than 9,600. And I just needed the tools and the systems, I needed a plan. The other brokerage, I didn't have a plan, I didn't have any support, I didn't know how to lead generate. I just knew I wanted to sell houses. So I love Vogue, I've taken it 8 times, and every time I get something else out of it. They say you never stand in the same river twice. Every time I'm a different person that I take it, and I have a different accomplishment and a different goal to go after. So I highly recommend that you take Vogue. It's been a great journey for me. I'm usually talking way too much or crying way too much in class. You get 1 of 2 emotions from me. I'm either talking or crying, 1 of the 2 in class, because it just hits me in a certain way. So I just want to share that with you guys and let you know Vogue is coming, and it does have the ability to change your life if you're ready for your life to change. The other cool thing, and I don't know subconsciously if I did this as a reminder. This was my DA sheet from 2014. This is the list of all the closings that I had. And I saved this for some reason. I don't have it for any other year, but I have it from this first year. And it's a reminder to me of where I came from. And just to let me know that anything that I put my mind to, I can do. Because this was an awful year and I knew that I could do better. So I always tell my newbies, like, I've been where you are. I know the struggles of trying to get into business. I know the significance that coaching has made. And this is my reminder of that journey. Thank you. We are out early. No problem.